Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the awesome Transformer stuff we got this week. This video is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check it out at our website, transmissionspodcast.com. We do two shows every week, two shows. Every Wednesday is Transmissions, our flagship show all about Transformers toys, and Trips to the Store is a part of that. So hopefully if you're watching this, you're also listening to Transmissions. This week was all about all the third-party reveals from TFCon Los Angeles. So check that out. Yoshi was there. He got lots of pictures, although he didn't record the third-party panel. We're going to have a talk when he gets back. Mm-hmm. But overall, I think he had fun. So, and got to meet some of our lovely Donatreons there. Speaking of Donatreons, Transmissions is powered by you. Those beautiful people who give us money on Patreon and PayPal. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Darryl's reminding me that I forgot about Transmissions Alt Mode. Because that's the other show we do on Fridays. Every Friday is Transmissions Alt Mode, which is all about Transformers comics and media. And this week, we don't have a new comic to review, so we are going to talk about Transformers Cyberverse, the last second half of the Cyberverse cartoon. So stay tuned for that this Friday. All right, so let's do what we came here to do and talk about all the stuff we got this week. And I didn't pick an order going forward, so I'm just going to pick on Jeremy.
All right. And hey, this week I remembered to make myself big screen. So it's just a comic week for me with the new series starting up. I had gotten a bunch of the covers, but I'm going to start off. I finally remembered to bring my Star Trek vs. Transformers #5, cover A. Finishing out, I guess, the old phase of the Transformer stuff, and now we have a bold new era. The first cover I got is cover A. I cannot remember who did these.
It's Gabriel Rodriguez.
Oh, okay. Gabriel Rodriguez. This is what you see in a lot of the promo art. It's nice. It does look at places like Megatron has fingerprints on them. It's, I don't know, just the shading they did. And then this one is
that's Angel Hernandez, interior artist.
This one? Yeah, so this
is
nice. You get Rubble in the front and then more well-known characters in the back. And then finally, what?
It was colors by Joanna LaFuente.
And then finally, I was actually tempted to pull Shelton, at least for what was available in the comic book store, because there's so many convention exclusives. But I didn't really like RIB, but I got RIA by Casey Collar and Josh Bertram. This is one of my favorites of the bunch, so I'm happy to have picked that up. And one last thing came in this week, and this is for this coming weekend. I will be at C2E2 in Chicago, and I'll be there as press, which is cool. I already have a couple interviews lined up. I don't know if I will be able to match what Darryl was able to do at Toronto Comic Con, but hey, I'm going to get to meet the Animaniacs cast for a photo op, so even if I don't get to interview them, at least
got to set the bar somewhere.
Yeah. So that's all I got this week, and I'm sure I'll have more next week after the con.
Rob Paulson was on Transformers. He was
and Jess Harnell. He was in the live action movie. So I'm gonna try to get something with them, but I'm not optimistic because they are pretty high up there.
Next level.
Yeah. But just the fact that I finally I decided I'm going to splurge for the photo op with them, Tress MacNeille, and Maurice LaMarche, and then I'm going to get some autographs, which since they're not comic creators, they're not free, but I think it's like $30 or something. But anyway, next week I'm going to have a lot of fun stuff, and I guarantee not all Transformers related.
Nice.
Well, we can do that. You can do that this week.
Well, according to Vangelis, I'm the guy in charge of the podcast. So
I have to dispute that.
Listen to the TFCon podcast, man.
All right. I guess I will go next because I have pretty much the same stuff that Jeremy has, except less. So I also got Transformers #1. I got the Gabriel Rodriguez cover A, the Angel Hernandez cover B, and the Casey Collar retailer incentive cover. And that's it. I do not have a press pass to C2E2, sadly, but lots of Transformers comics goodness. I am excited for the new Transformers series, so I hope they keep to their schedule so that we get a new book next week, but we'll see. But I'm looking forward to it. All right. Throw it to you, Darryl. What do you got?
Well, I got the first issue of the Transformers comic. I've got this cover by Rodriguez, this one by Angel Hernandez, and this one by Casey Collar. That's it. No,
What?
I'm kidding. I picked this up yesterday. No, I picked it up yesterday at the Toronto Convention Center. I should mention, I do have a press pass that I got. I used it this weekend. I was at Toronto Comic Con as press, representing TransMissions podcast, of course. So I got to interview some people. So look for those coming up. They're being worked on, as we speak.
The top man.
And yes, and I got to interview a couple people, so hopefully you guys like those interviews. But one of the people I interviewed was Dan Fogler, and he's on Goldberg's. He's on Fantastic Beasts. He does those movies. So he's an actor, and he was the main guy in Balls of Fury, if you remember that movie. But he's also writing his own comics right now too. So. So this was it. This is a little trade paperback right now. He's doing those. And it's called Brooklyn Gladiator. This is volume 0. It's put out by Chapter House. It's pretty awesome. So I'm going to take a look at it. The art's great. So I'm looking forward to sitting down and reading it for a bit.
You got him to sign it, right?
Nope, I didn't.
Okay.
He was busy for today. He was real busy, so I didn't. As far as Transformers go, I picked this up this week before I left. This is classic Starscream, but it's the different color match than I had. I have the G1 color of this figure, so I got the other one. I just figured mine that I have is with the Coronation kit that I got. This one doesn't have it, so I figured I'll pick it up. That's different. I got some stuff signed at the convention this weekend. A lot of stuff signed by people that you may not know, but the main one that I got signed was Denny O'Neil. So he's a big time writer. So I got him to sign my Batman 241, my Superman 233.
Love that cover.
It's pretty good. And of course, my Green Lantern 85 and 86. So nice. Those are all signed by him now as well. I picked up one convention exclusive. This is a foil variant of the Harley Quinn one shot.
Shiny.
Very shiny. Yeah. So this is pretty cool. I like these DC, these foil ones. I wish Marvel would start doing stuff like this.
It's so shiny you can see the reflection of just how bad the new Skype interface is.
And I did get a commission done. This one is done by a guy by the name of Dylan Burnett. He was the artist on the Cosmic Ghost Rider series, and I gave him an option, and he picked Action Comics 1000, and he wanted to draw 90s Superboy.
Awesome.
So yeah,
He just
Pretty
recently
cool.
returned.
There you go. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool, and he did a really good job.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I got a few other things, but they don't really mean anything for the show, so I don't need to show them off. But yeah, that's all I got this week, guys.
Cool.
All right. Well, that's all for this week's Trips to the Store. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Again, want to thank all of our Donatreons, those beautiful people who give us money on Patreon and PayPal. If you would like to become a Donatreon, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. If you want to leave us feedback, go to transmissionspodcast.com/feedback, where you can leave us voicemails, emails, leave us comments on social media, posts on our blog, all those places.
Blackmails.
Don't do that. That's not nice. All right. Thanks. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to this episode of Transmissions. But just because this episode is over doesn't mean the Transformers fun has to stop. Join us and other Transformers fans on our Discord chat server by visiting transmissionspodcast.com/discord. If you would like to learn more about how you could support the Transmissions podcast, just visit transmissionspodcast.com/support. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you again next week.